You know, it's all good. Just sit back and relax and enjoy it.
For sure, man. Wait, you were... Hang on, what were you saying?
Well, my roommate just fucking absolutely loves Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. Hi, good morning. My name is Mark M. Smeltzer. This is Paul Cervenka.
That's right. That's actually the proper pronunciation.
Cervenka.
Cervenka.
It is Cervenka.
Yeah.
So we met
in Czech Republic, everyone speaks like Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met Paul on set. I said we weren't going to do this episode, but fuck it, it's quarantine.
Quarantine time.
Well, because I'm focusing on my short films. Hey, you took one. Twins.
Twinsies. See this one.
Good morning.
Great, though. Good morning.
Oh, I'm Mark M. Smeltzer. This is Paul Cervenka. We met on set of Penny
Yep.
Dreadful,
Penny
City of Angels. We probably shouldn't say that because it's still in, that's NDA.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're not going to give any details. No spoilers here.
Yeah. Like they'd entrust us with the, with the sides for the day. And all that.
I know, right? That was great, though. I love that stuff, man. I love the getting all dressed up and dapper and period piece stuff.
The hair, too? Like
this.
Rock,
See, without working on set, my hair is unruly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because you don't have anyone to take care of
it. I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You're single, right?
Actors, yeah.
Yeah, so ladies, there you go.
Take care of me.
Yeah. That's not how that works.
Please.
No.
I need a sugar mommy.
So, well, hey, man. Different strokes. I was actually talking to this gal who, she's like, can I call you daddy? And I was like, all right. Different strokes, man.
Not gonna lie. I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it.
If,
Yeah, all right, cool. If that's what you want.
Yeah, hey,
sure,
whatever helps you...
whatever gets you hard.
Whatever helps you get off.
Tell me about yourself.
So, he knows some of this already, you don't.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Pasadena, Los Angeles, so I'm a SoCal native, which apparently we're hard to come by, which is all good.
Yeah, sure.
Actor by passion, but by trade.
Okay.
I'm a caterer and do like some brand ambassador promo modeling work.
Gotcha.
So it's like, the odd job life.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I do not like mundane, just like, same thing every day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that would be so draining. But, some people, you got to do it, and some people love it.
Well, I mean, for certain gigs, it is kind of mundane and draining, especially for actors. Like, you have to say the same lines. Maybe, we're working on the same scenes. It can be shitty sometimes. It's
funny. That's true. I think in that regard, I've been able to exercise the ability to make it feel like the first time. Try to find, like, the freshness in every take.
Sure.
But it's hard to do that, sitting at a desk doing, like, data entry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa! Bank analytics? Wow! Let's see,
I wonder how Mrs. Morrison is today.
Yeah.
Let's Facebook her. I don't know.
Facebook her. Mrs. Morrison, you're overdrawn on your account.
Yeah.
You owe us money or you're going to jail.
People are going to think Mrs. Morrison's a person. She is. Hi, Mrs. Morrison.
Ma'am.
So what got you started into, by passion as acting?
Dude, it's such a funny story because I've thought about this question.
Zara, go ahead.
Later. The laugh comes later. No,
I'm sorry.
Go on. But I appreciate the humor.
You're welcome. Proceed.
Thank you. But I've actually thought about this question so many times because it's like, no, it's true because not just because it's like, if someone asks me, I want to know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But it's also this big thing of, people are always like, what's your why?
Yeah.
You should know your why. That's like, why'd you get into something? It shouldn't just be start with why.
Yeah. Simon Sinek.
Cool.
Read this book. It's a great book.
Yeah, I got to read that.
So why?
Yeah.
What's your why, buddy?
Well, let me start from the beginning. So I kind of first got introduced to like performing and like acting in my neighborhood. There was this really sweet woman who would put on like productions in her backyard.
Oh, cool.
For like the neighborhood.
Okay.
And it was everything from, doing little rehearsed musical numbers to kind of like small.
So she had like the Ed Sullivan of your little neighborhood. All right, little variety shows. Okay.
Yeah, and it would even be like, oh yeah, if you have like a magic trick you want to show kids, then you can you can do it for the family.
Is she like this like hidden pedophile or something?
I don't think so.
I like how you waited
that
for that.
remains to be seen. No, I think she's
Okay.
I think she's dead now.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's
So
good.
either way, no, but it was great. So she would put on like these productions in her backyard, and I just remember being like, "Oh man, this is so fun!" Like I get to hang out with my friends, and I get to
You had friends?
play. They had to be there. They were all forced to hang out with me.
He is so funny. Seriously, when I met you, I was like,
Mark brings it out of me.
I have to. That's what she said. I have to get around this dude more often because he's so damn funny.
Dude, likewise,
truly, man. You really were.
I appreciate
and
you.
you were very kind and very just a sweetheart on set to hang out with.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome,
dude. Same to you. And I appreciate your hustle. This guy knows so much stuff.
I try.
I mean, this is just tip of the iceberg.
That's true, man. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, before we get to your the rest of your story,
yes.
What are you playing in my next short?
So I'll be a photographer.
Yeah.
In a short called The Gardener.
That's it.
Without spoiling it,
Mm-hmm.
a photographer is tasked to do what photographers do and photograph a subject, but he finds an unlikely subject in this one.
That's exactly right.
And it's quite delicious.
Ah, that's cool. Hey, look at that. Okay, cool. Get back to your story. Enough about me.
But yeah, so that was kind of the first time I had. Do you want some of mine? Some of my coffee?
No.
Okay. Kind of like another cup of coffee. Sorry to be jumping in and out of frame here. So
fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. That's such a
nice.
stupid joke.
That's
I don't
good.
know why that's funny, but it's so funny.
Sometimes the dumber and the simpler, the better.
Oh, dude, I 100% disagree. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
But anyway, yeah. So that was kind of my first sort of
You're really committed to this.
acquaintance. Yeah. Well, this one's almost done. So.
All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it was like my first sort of acquaintance with the idea that, oh man, like how fun would it be to be able to play like, anything. It's like,
Yeah.
Because when you're younger, it's like I want to be Batman, or I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a police officer, or I want to be a king or whatever. And it's like when you act, you can do all those things, which is kind of the initial draw. I think for a lot of artists is like that child pull of like the imagination, and so that was the initial thing.
Sure.
And then did it in middle school, high school, and all that stuff. And then after college,
Where'd you go to
before college, I went to Columbia College in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great town. I actually transferred there, so I wish I had been there 4 years, but I was only there for like 2.5.
Where were you before? In Pasadena?
I was in UC Riverside,
Okay.
and I left that place for a couple reasons. One, and we'll say this is the number one reason, is that they wouldn't allow underage students to...
I totally thought you were going to say drinking, and I was like, well, yeah, no shit.
They wouldn't allow heroin in the dorms, and I was pissed
fuck
about
those
it,
guys.
so I just got loaded and left.
That's good.
Yeah, but,
Okay, so
no, they wouldn't allow underclassmen to audition for main stage shows.
Mm.
And I was like, man, that's the whole reason I'm here. Like, yeah, I got to take, like, my math and my English or whatever, the G's.
But you weren't.
But I
you
wanted
weren't
to
allowed do
audition
it.
for a performance.
Yeah.
And they were like, only upperclassmen. So I was like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, sure.
But the real reason I was leaving is because I had a severe video game addiction, and I failed like 2 classes.
Truly.
Truly.
You're not kidding. This is
No,
like confession time, or
Yeah, I was half an hour late to one of my finals.
Okay.
No joke.
Okay.
Woke up and I was like, fuck, my final started 30 minutes ago.
That's funny, dude.
And so I rode over on my bike, ran in there, finished the test super quick, obviously, failed it.
Okay. Okay.
I was actually pissed because I had one class, I could not find the goddamn building. I couldn't find the... Nice.
Yeah.
Little
Hang on.
Nature Valley.
No, yeah, dude. Nature Valley's the shit,
Boom.
bro. For later.
Oh, yeah, thank
You're
you.
welcome, mein Fräulein. Absolutely.
Thank you, because I get the coffee, it's the breath.
The coffee breath is so good for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We did all this on set, by the way.
Yeah, this is the best stuff.
Yes, absolutely. I love asbestos too. It's delicious.
But yeah, so I was just like, Man, because like being on my own in college, I was just like, oh, what's time management? I don't have that.
Yeah.
So it was just like...
That's funny. That's exactly where I am right now.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so good. So now I have a better hold on my video game addiction.
Good.
I just do
Good.
it on my
I've
free
only
time.
got one controller, so...
Oh, nice.
Bummer, dude.
Bummer.
Bummer for you.
Yeah. But anyway, so then I left, went to JC for a little bit to get some credits, and then I transferred to Chicago.
Gotcha. And Chicago's kind of where you really dug deep as far as acting, performing.
That's when I got deeper into it, yeah, because I was taking some really cool classes that were...
What are the classes?
Getting me... So, it was everything from taking classes in directing to classes in stage lighting to classes in costume design to movement
But
classes.
it was mainly film and television that you were focusing, studying.
I want to do film and television, but of course, getting training in like a theater sort of background, which I had been doing in high school, because there were really no student films in high school. It was just all student production.
Gotcha.
So kind of like continuing with the theater
Stage work.
Stage work, yeah, exactly. That was really fun, but I knew...
You still learn some basic stuff.
Yeah,
But,
like
really
good
not everything
basic
transfers.
stuff. That's true, but I think it's a good foundation.
Sure.
A lot of actors say that. And granted, you don't have to do stage to do film.
Vice versa.
True.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that to do stage, you have to do stage.
Sure. Yeah.
And to do
Yes.
to do screen, stage helps.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's always.
Did you read Intent to Live? Larry Moss? Read that one? No? This was a phenomenal book. Intent to Live. Where did it go? I have it. There it is. Great book. The Intent to Live, Achieving Your True Potential as an Actor. This is one of the best coaches in Los Angeles.
That's fantastic. I'm assuming the title is referring to like, living on stage or...
Well, as in like
intent
it's
to
just a
live in
matter
front
of
the camera.
what is the intention behind...
Larry Moss! Okay, I've seen some of his YouTube content, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he makes some really great...
Really good stuff.
Really great
Give me that
quotes.
back, damn it.
Give me that, bud.
Fucker. Fucker. I don't even know it.
Yeah, you know where we're at.
Okay, so when you get to you get back to Los Angeles, you don't have your... Be very careful.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, I won't spill.
Yeah.
This.
That goes there. Good job.
Sorry, little water spot.
Oh, you asshole!
soiled it.
You fucked up so hard.
I soiled it.
No, all right.
I'm not house trained.
Okay, so when you get back to Los Angeles, when was this? Like 24, 23?
I get back, 20... Let's see, exactly. I got back 2011. 31 now.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was about... I don't want to do math right now.
22.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's why Mark is here.
That's right.
It's not just because it's a show.
Get mathed up.
He does the math.
Yeah.
Get mathed up.
Yes. Yeah. See?
Hashtag, there you go.
Yeah, that's right. I get that.
Anyway, so yeah, I get back and then I'm kind of like, okay. It was a weird sort of thing of being like, it's time to transition from pursuing this as something I just enjoy doing and it's really fun and energizing and it's like one of the best feelings doing it to like, how do I turn it into a career?
And for profit, potentially.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you love what you do, chances are you'll get paid
to
eventually.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that's the hope, right?
Yeah.
Is you want to get paid to do something you really enjoy and that you hope you're good at. And I think that the transition is tough because it's really easy to fall into the trap of now that it's becoming a job, you start to treat it like a job, and then you start to feel like
that's a really good point.
There's a lot of stress and like this feeling of like, oh, I have to do certain things for my career instead of the initial feeling of like I get to like do this.
100%.
But that's, there's this huge thing of like business is 100% a business, show business. So some people are like, oh, half of it's like art and half of it's business. And the art comes in sort of between the lines. I don't know how to explain it, but someone's just like, it's 100% a business.
It's business. It's 100% business.
So trying to get better at that, which is not my forte, so learning to navigate the business is
do you feel
the most
that
interesting part.
The most interesting part?
Yeah. because it's the
Because
thing
you're not
that
good at
I'm
it.
Not good at.
Yeah.
It's the thing I'm not well versed in. There's people who are really good at it, which is why you try to meet them.
Yes,
have them help you.
I would agree with that.
I'd say you're good at the business.
The business. All right. Well,
We'll say you are.
We'll see.
I mean, you seem very put together, organized, and driven.
That's funny. Appearance, bro.
are very important.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Although, that's a really great question because I was just going to ask that as far as like appearance and political correctness and I like how we're all like touching our face during this coronavirus shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. I won't be touching another human being for quite some time.
Delicious. Yeah, I'll probably masturbate later, so it's just
Just keep it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Not on this couch, by God, no.
No, this doesn't work.
Fuck no, that's it's the chair.
The chair.
Don't sit
Is that
there.
ergonomic? That's nice.
Yeah.
I'll never have back problems.
That's why I have blankets.
Oh.
Yes, of course. Lay it here, do it
The
here.
the fuzzy
The fuzzy,
pillow.
just go away.
And just rub it.
Right into my garbage can or cup. It's perfect.
Oh, good. I left one for
Yes,
you.
so that way I don't. I probably use it later.
Good. It's still warm. It's still nice and warm.
That's just way off. I might have to cut that shit. That's way too personal.
We'll save it for later.
That's right. Yeah. That's. Anyways, so great joke.
Yeah.
Now you know. You can't unknow.
Now you know. Yeah. Welcome to the office.
Let's talk about political correctness.
Sure.
Because in appearances here in Los Angeles, as far as like being judged, people being afraid to really put themselves out there.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways that you are like, oh, I need to do, like speaking of business, first of all, what are some ways that you can put yourself out there even more and, not hurt anybody's feelings or worry about that sort of shit?
It's so funny because there's a big part of me that wants to say, I don't care if you're bothered by what I say. That's maybe like the small part of me that like wanted to be a comedian. And long story short,
you are, dude.
I went
with practice. You could be incredible.
Oh, thanks, man. But
Truly.
yeah, long story
I've seen your
short,
shows.
we talked about this a little bit on set, but it was like, the sort of like burning sort of passion of like, oh, I love doing this so much that I can't wait to do it again. I didn't really have that. It was more like, I could do this, but
You're talking about stand-up.
the work, stand up.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's why I don't feel I really deserve to call myself a comedian. Of course, when I was trying and I was doing open mics and whatever, I was like, oh yeah,
You're a comic
doing
then.
some. Yeah.
There's a difference between a
I'm more
comic
of
and a comedian.
Caricature. I'm a cartoon. No, but so I like, with humor, like if you want to like censor stuff and be really PC, you're kind of just, I don't know, that's like boring. I feel like humor and stand-up, just comedy in general, is meant to sort of be challenging certain things under the guise of like, let's look at this in the frame where we can laugh at it, but also be looking at it with some real, what's the term?
Like, how can we make it better?
Like, yeah, but
Like,
it's
let's
just
point
like,
fun
let's
at it
actually
first.
look at it.
Yeah.
Because if you joke about something, you can't just be like, oh, it's really funny how, this, and then you're like, all right, well, let's move on, because the audience is going to be like, well, now I'm thinking. You want people to think, and I think that's a big part of comedy. And so say, like, you can't talk about these things, it's just closing off the potential of having a thought and discussion,
Yeah.
So I don't like that. But for me personally, obviously, I'm not going to go out of my way to be, like, insulting or
gays are sucky or
which
people,
they
I
are.
don't know why that just happened. See, hey, see, that's a good joke.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Thank you.
Gays don't suck. I mean, they could.
Right. They could.
Yeah, they could if you want to. But of course, everybody sucks.
Everybody
sucks.
At
Everybody
some point.
blows.
Yeah. If you think about it, as kids, unless you're some weird mom, all your kids suck for sustenance. right?
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know.
All right.
Breast milk.
Breast milk.
Mother's
reference.
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then people are offended by breast milk.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I think it's so funny how, like, when people get offended by something, the reaction is to actually do that thing to the nth degree. Which is like...
What?
Like, if someone's like, hey, don't breastfeed in public.
Oh, and then somebody goes...
And then someone's like posting on Instagram, like, look, and it's like...
Yeah.
You just look like an idiot. Like...
Or what about these vegans who are like... You know, trying to shove so much shit down people's throats as far as like, you have to do it for you and the animals and this and that and here's the scientific evidence and
yeah. So like,
yeah, it's like shoving a proverbial vegan dick down my throat. Like,
yeah.
And I've been vegan for 2.5 years. Like,
congrats, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't care what your thing is. If you're like up in my face and like trying to shove it down my throat, then like fuck you.
Have you found Jesus?
Basically, I did, and then I just lost him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was raised Catholic, which is actually kind of
really
fun story. Yeah, I was an altar boy.
Oh, let's hear about that.
Yeah. So fucking hated it only because you had to wake up so early. And I kept like I would be so tired in church that I would be like sitting next to the priest. And he'd be like giving like his like prayer or whatever, and he'd be like, oh, da, da, da. And I'd be sitting in like this little like chair in my gown, and I'd just be like, and my parents were probably just like, oh my god, please let no one know that that's my son falling asleep at the altar.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever. So I'd just be like, oh my god, it's just like. But the priests and the Monsignor were all really great. I actually ran into
the what?
The Monsignor. He's like the head priest of the church.
Oh, okay. See, hey, learning that.
Yeah.
That's why I do this show.
His name was Monsignor Conley, and I ran into him like a couple years ago.
Did it hurt?
Well, you know, he's a very soft older man, so it wasn't too bad. Okay. No, he was doing a wedding that I was catering. And I was like, hey, Monsignor, I'm Paul Cervenka. It's good to see you. I used to be an altar boy at Holy Family Church.
Oh, cool.
And he was like, oh, God bless you.
Oh, he's Irish?
He was Irish.
Connolly.
Yeah. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's today. Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
That's today. Quarantine. Yeah.
Quarantine with the potatoes.
There you go.
I actually do kind of want potatoes now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a good old boiled russet.
Sure.
You ever have a boiled russet potato?
I don't know. I don't know why that's funny.
Dude, yeah. Oh, man. I did the potato diet once.
Is there such a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was kind of a fad, wasn't it?
I think so. I know from Penn and Teller, Penn Jillette.
What did you tell her?
I also love how Teller's name is the name of the guy who doesn't speak.
Okay, that's kind of funny. Yeah, that's good.
But anyway,
There's some TikTok shit right
he
there.
lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck TikTok.
Yeah. He what?
What? Anyway, so yeah, he did the potato diet where it's like for a certain amount of time. I think it was like 30 days. He just ate nothing but potatoes, and it resets your taste buds. He lost like over 100 pounds, and he's good now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Literally nothing but potatoes.
Yeah. But you eat them whenever you want.
I should try that.
Yeah, give it a shot. It's pretty good. All I did was just boil potatoes and then eat them just skin and all. It's really good.
You just chomp them?
Yeah, I did. And you could like salt it a
fingerlings
little bit.
or
No, russet.
Okay. All right.
The big brown ones because they're super cheap, dude. You get a sack for like $1.50.
Okay.
Yeah, you get like.
I like how it's so specific.
Dude, yeah, no, it's great.
It's probably better right now, except you can't get them because all the fucking shops are closed.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
We gotta start planting our own food. That's why.
Shit potatoes from the Martian. We got it.
Shit potatoes.
Shit potatoes, man.
Oh my god.
Are you?
I'd be down to try that.
Are you doing any upcoming gigs, or they all get canceled?
Yeah, man, everything's postponed. I have like one gig next week, which we'll see if it's even going to be there.
Sure.
By the time this week rolls around.
Dude, what about this weather here, man?
I love it.
I fucking love rain.
I love the rain.
I do too.
I love it so much, and everyone's like, well, that's just because we don't get it too often. And yeah, maybe I love it because it's so rare, but there's something about like overcast weather and like rain and just like having those like
in puddles,
damp, puddly days.
Yes, absolutely. Being able to jump and drive through them is perfect.
I know. Splash pedestrians.
Yes, of course. I was just going to
like,
say that.
oh.
Fuck you. That was my joke. You suck.
Well, we're on the same page.
Yes, of course. Your turn.
That was actually really funny when I was younger. Like, we would be driving in the rain, and my dad would do that, where there'd be like a bunch of water, and we'd be like, "Do the thing."
Yeah, and
he
you just
like,
yeah.
It was always so cool.
I did that with my parents too. Except we had more rain where I was at. But
we're not so different, you and I. Yeah, where did you grow up again?
Dude, I swear, seriously, man, I think people really don't understand how, like, I mean, I'm sure that they will, but I mean, if you know Paul, if you hung out with Paul or anything like that, I mean, I had the pleasure of knowing him in a artistic, environment.
Yeah.
Artistic, not autistic, but do you ever
wonder if you have an accent?
Yeah,
I'm a bit autistic.
Yeah. Oh well. That's cool.
We're all on the spectrum.
That's what I was just gonna say. Fuck. She's so quick. Same page, of course. Again.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, puddles. I'm from Wenatchee, to answer your question.
Wenatchee?
Yeah, Wenatchee, Washington, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
How close is that to Seattle?
It's about 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
The way that I drive, anyway. 210, 220. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine. He's from like Seattle area.
Cool, man.
But
is he out here now?
Yeah, he's down in like Torrance.
Oh, gotcha.
He's in the tech biz.
So far away, buddy.
Yeah, he's down there.
Yeah.
That's his wife.
Yes. Hello, buddy and wife. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Are you enjoying this view? I could turn around and you enjoy the view better.
Do it. I'll hold the camera.
Mm.
Get a nice close up.
That's so stupid.
I know. Yeah, come time.
Okay, so I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you suck at business. Why do you think you suck at business so much?
I think part of it, and like specifically this business, is just not really knowing which avenues are most effective. So people are like,
Avenues.
You can do whatever you want to do, and it's like, yes, that's true. But it's like, for me, I'm like, where do I even begin? Is it, do I, get a website? Do I call people up to try and set up meetings? Do I,
the thing that matters most out of any of that, you have to be good at your craft.
True. One of the best pieces of advice, not really advice, but pieces of wisdom, I guess, is that in entertainment, you need to be seen, and you need to be good.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit.
So it's like, oh no.
Yeah, we should turn this off now.
I know, shut it off. Burn it. But yeah, so it's interesting because that's obviously a big part of like being a performer or an actor, is that you do need to like be prepared for when the opportunity comes that you can deliver.
For sure. And
so that's why it's like training is important. Like as soon as I got back from school, I went into classes, found a studio, did like a 2-year Meisner program.
What was the studio?
The Baron Brown.
Shout out Baron Brown Studio.
Baron Brown Studio, Santa Monica. D.W. Brown, Joanne Baron. Great studio. It was so cool because I met so many people, got great training, and it's just like a good foundation to have, like technique for when you're getting a part and you have to access something for a scene.
For sure. You ever notice how that, like, if you don't keep that sharp, if you try and like recall a certain memory or or something, it's you can lose that what you train for.
That's true, yeah. And that's why part of me is like, the best way is to stay sharp. Number one, the best way is to like just do it. If you're like working on projects or if you're doing what you're training to do, the best way of training is just do it.
That's right.
And then second to that
no
is,
better training than experience.
Second to that is, finding a studio or, whatever. And then I'd say third to that is like, reading, trying to do stuff on your own.
You mean like reading plays, reading scripts?
Yeah, reading scripts, reading plays, or like right now I'm reading Stella Adler's book, The Art of Acting.
Okay.
Which is good. It's inspiring. She would have been awesome to work with.
Sounds like it, man.
She was such a...
I hear she was a badass.
Beast, yeah. She didn't take anyone's shit, too, which is good. It's nice to learn to hold yourself to a higher standard when it comes to, like...
Which is what I'm still learning.
Yeah. I think it's a constant... It's a constant...
as long as you're good, better than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, how much better? That's kind of what a lot of people, they hold themselves back as far as, like, they get down on themselves for not being so much better.
Yeah.
Then
that, I think, that's another thing that I think is kind of an interesting paradox with, maybe not paradox, it's ironic with artists, is that you can never achieve perfection, especially in art. What is it? Perfection is the enemy of artistic
progress.
Yeah. But as an artist, you kind of have to strive for it.
Oh, sure.
Right? You're always aiming for it, knowing you're never going to get it.
Yeah. Perfection is a direction. A lot of people don't understand
Perfection is a direction. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like when things rhyme. It means they're more important.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, it rhymed. That means it's true.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a rhyme, but it didn't come to me. Cool socks, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
I meant socks. Let me try that.
Cool socks.
Yeah, cool socks. I like your socks.
Thanks.
So,
there's no socks.
Dude, I swear, I want to go do that Jimmy Stewart bit.
Do it.
Was it just him doing Star Wars quotes?
Yeah, or like, doing different roles.
Like, like Hans Gruber, some stupid shit like that. What was the one we thought about that was the most? I mean, it was Star Wars was the ones that he was.
Well, I just.
Like, it's a trap.
Yeah. Or like
stupid.
when Obi-Wan gets like struck down by Vader, and Luke's just like, no.
That's right. Yeah. I'm your father. Dude, I love impersonating him.
Possible.
It's people on that set probably fucking hated us though. We were doing it for
a
sweet 3
because
hours.
I've seen it was like a solid
it was so much fun though.
It was so fun.
It was so stupid.
But it's like when you're in that mood and you're
Plus
in
it was
that,
a night shoot.
Dude, I love that though. I love night shoots because I do get that sort of like delirious,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
nocturnal energy.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. But
absolutely.
it's like when you're in that energy and you're just like you got that like high vibration, you're just like it's so fun and you're just having a blast and everything is great.
Yeah.
But I've been on
what was the
other end.
Yeah.
Well,
Tell me about that.
I've been on the other end of like, seeing people who are like in that real good space and I'm not quite there, so I'm just kind of like,
oh,
can you guys just like take it down?
Yeah.
Because I can't meet you up there, and it's like annoying.
Yeah.
To me.
And you don't know how to deal with it.
Right, because I'm like,
but that's on
you, man. No, it is on me. Of course, it's on me.
But so many people, they don't understand that though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I've done both because I'm like, I can understand if people were like annoyed, but also fuck them.
Yeah.
Because it's on them. It's not on me. And whenever I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a bad mood.
Exactly.
Other people aren't putting me in a bad mood.
That's exactly it. See, sounds like you don't play the victim.
No, fuck that, dude. People who play the victim, I feel bad for them because it's like,
there's a better solution.
Man, but that's the thing is, it's like either they don't know that they can get themselves out of it.
Yeah.
Or they want to be there.
They got themselves into it.
Right.
Even though they think other people got themselves into it.
Right, and then sort of like.
But that's what the victim mentality is. Like
they did
the
it blame,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah, throwing the blame.
By throwing the blame on someone else, they think someone else is doing it to them.
Yes.
The very act of throwing the blame is them putting themselves there.
Right.
I guess I just recapped victim mentality.
Yes. Yes, you did. I was like, I
Welcome to
could
TED
like
Talk.
cut the past, yeah, TED Talks.
Welcome.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, is that I take it to an extreme,
Yeah.
which obviously, it turns people off when they hear it because it's like, I'm, the way that I say it, some people are like, you can't say it that way. Because basically what I say is like...
Wait, you can't say what?
As in like everything happens for you and because of you. As in like everything was a choice.
Yeah.
But how do we actually know that? Like it's just a personal belief.
I think it's a good belief. I think it's a good philosophy because...
Was everything predestined? I don't know.
I don't either. And I don't know if it matters. Because I think just whatever it is, whether it's predestined or you have control over anything, just the mentality that you have influence and control over your own life.
Yeah,
is a healthy
you
way to go.
control you.
I think that's the good way to go.
I cannot control any of that.
Right.
I can just control this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way to go because...
That sounds like positive propaganda.
And I think I want to perpetuate it.
Same P was in these German accents.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's pretty
Perfect.
perfectly pungent, palpable.
Yes, of course.
Peanuts.
Fuck you! Damn it! Okay.
Yeah.
Now you yes. You beat me to the punchline. Ah, yes, of course.
Peepee punchline? The pee-pee punchline.
Yes, delicious. We were doing that too. People were
Yeah.
probably pissed also. So
Yeah.
fuck
But
'em.
hey, it's all good. Just sit back and
For
relax
sure.
and enjoy it.
For sure, man.
But yeah, so it's like...
Dude, he's fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I think the positive mindset, like not getting sucked into the victim mentality, it's good. It's a constant thing too. Like all these things we've kind of been talking about.
Sure.
It's like you kind of constantly have to do these self check-ins,
Oh, for sure.
Be like, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling that way? What can I do to sort of make sure that...
What is it teaching me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's this book that I have not read. Maybe you have.
What's it called?
Or maybe no. It's called Extreme Ownership.
Oh, I got it right there.
Jacob Willick?
Yeah, dude. Jocko.
Thank you. Jocko Willick. Jocko, baby. Did we talk about this?
Whoa. Well, obviously you could tell.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did.
Dusty,
There's a
baby.
little dust there. So I've read some of it.
Nice, yeah.
But anyway.
No, but I love Jocko.
See, but that's the
Guy's
thing, though,
so
is that
dope.
he would probably agree that it's either you have all choice or no choice at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that
I mean, with
whatever
these guys,
whatever
it's-
the truth is, if you really just own your shit, man, that's...
it's kind of like Yoda. It's like do or do not. There's no try.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
By the way, that is the proper quote. It's not there is no try. There is only do.
Or do not.
There's no try. You don't try.
Yeah, I mean, I've read some bits, so yeah. Make sure you check him out too, for sure.
Yeah.
Jocko's great. I love his stuff on YouTube too.
Yeah.
As well.
I really like it.
Yeah. So just own your shit. It's either
So
you do
good.
it or you don't.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's that gray area? You know how some people are like, well, there is a gray area, or could it just be ones and zeros of either it is?
I think it's really hard to deal in absolutes like the Sith.
Sure.
So
Well,
I think
then I'm evil. I don't know.
I think there are some things that are
think it's just
black and
easier.
white. Yeah, it could be easier, but I think there's always got to be some wiggle room.
Sure.
But
Like a sliding scale, kind of.
yeah. But I think just acknowledging that like there's some gray areas is fine. I don't.
But not everyone's going to agree on the same color.
Prescribed. That's true.
Yeah. What do you not?
But
prescribe
I think agreeing that people are going to see different colors is good. I don't think that getting stuck in sort of the wishy-washy, like, well, it is what, yeah, and then you're kind of like just in
isn't
between.
that kind of the whole Buddhist thing? Like, can you change whatever happened? No, then there's no need to worry about it. Can you control whatever is going to happen? No. Well, then, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So here's my philosophy on that. And I think that this is kind of my most boiled down philosophy. It goes with life. It's great for acting. I just think it's the way to go, is just being present in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you're dwelling on the past, your anxiety, you're going to be anxious. Sorry. Dwelling on the past, I think you're stressed.
Yeah. Well, it's whatever.
Dwelling on the future, it's anxiety.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're worrying about stuff that has already happened. Well,
and you can't change anything.
How you feel about relativity and time and stuff like that, because everything's happening all at once.
That's true.
But
see, that's another thing. Maybe. See, that's the gray area. Maybe.
Right. Maybe.
And it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I think just being present in the moment and
so how do you
taking things?
How do you be present in the moment?
It's a conscious effort for sure. So, like, if you find yourself thinking about, just thinking about things that aren't right now, try to pull yourself back to like what's going on right now. Something that I heard is a good exercise for people who have real trouble staying in the moment, is to just start naming things that you see.
Okay.
Because it grounds you in like what's in your current reality.
Gotcha.
I
that's interesting.
yeah. So if you find yourself just getting super lost in like anxiety of like, what am I gonna do like next week? I got this thing and all this stuff. You start to be like, there's a medal, there's a trash can, there's a guitar, microphone, watch. God, if I named all the things in this place, you'd probably.
There's a lot of
what
stuff.
What are you
here.
in a storage facility?
Yeah, thanks.
It's pretty great. No.
It's my fucking office.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's.
How rude.
No, but it's good.
This sucks.
Ritz.
All of this. When it's
I never said it sucked.
I've got
like
some soup over here for later.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
of course,
You
delicious.
ever get into Kettle and Fire?
Sure. What's that?
I think it's Kettle and Fire. No, Fire, whatever. It's
Sounds like a cool band.
Kettle and Fire. No, they just do. They do like bone broth based like soups and stuff.
I'm vegan, bro. So no bone based.
Okay.
Unless I stick my own dick in it, then though.
Well, then steep it. You just like steep that
Just
for a little
fucking
bit.
load it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure they probably got some. They probably got some veggie broths.
Sure. Kettle on Fire.
No, it's good stuff, man.
Huh.
It's like keto centric stuff.
What was the hardest lesson that you've had to learn so far? Whether it's through breakup or through, embarrassment. Is there like the most embarrassing moment that you ever had, or that taught you something, or your biggest?
The most embarrassing moment that I probably have ever had was in 5th grade. 5th grade, I shit my pants.
Nice.
Yeah. And the reason why it was so embarrassing is because at the time I was in love with my 5th grade teacher.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it was lunchtime, and sometimes people could like eat in the classroom to like just stay in there. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna, hang out. And so essentially I sharted, right? Because I was just like, ah. I was like, I gotta fart, and I just kind of went, and then it was just like dribbled. It was like down my leg, and it was kind of like stained my sock, and I was wearing shorts, so I was like, fuck, and I didn't know what to do. No, dude, I didn't know what to do, so I went to the only adult in the room, teacher I had a crush on, and I went up to her, and I was just like, and she was like, oh, okay, well, why don't you, she was like, why don't you go to the bathroom and, like, clean yourself up? I was like, okay. So I went to the bathroom, kind of cleaned myself up as much as possible, and then eventionally called my mom and got picked up, and I ended up having, like, the stomach flu.
That is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's so good. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah. So
that's so good.
That was the most embarrassing thing.
Yeah, what did that teach you?
At that time, well, it taught me...
Oh, that was really funny.
It taught me to... God, what did it teach me? Don't force a fart. And also, if you're going to do it, don't wear shorts.
That's probably my favorite part, is that you were wearing shorts.
Yeah, and it went down, and I remember vividly, like, my socks, I had my socks, like, perfectly, like, rolled down. I was very particular about my socks when I was, like, a kid.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That just made my day.
But anyway, so yeah, that was, man. And then, of course, you know, a little while later, I find out that she's engaged to some handsome Canadian man, and all my dreams were dashed.
What a cunt. Yeah.
Fucking...
What a bitch.
Babe.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets for sure.
God, that's so funny.
That genuinely is such a great story.
Yeah, no, it is.
I think I'm going to cut that specifically and make that an IGTV.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Hi, IGTV.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here you go.
Good morning.
Oh, so you wear this? Okay, so I'd have to be like this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, there you go. There. Yeah. Yeah.
But let's see. I mean, aside from that, because I mean that was like
tell me the hardest
childhood.
lesson. Yeah, it's childhood shit. That happens for you though. I don't know why, but it happens for you. Like that's a good thing that it happened.
Oh sure.
You know?
I mean, Jesus, but
you know somebody can learn a lesson. There's a lesson in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't force a fart.
It's kind of funny.
I think such a good idea.
I think I can't really think of anything super specific. But it feels like almost every lesson that I've learned, and like the sharding story is probably the most specific I can get right now, unless I thought on it a little bit. But it seems like most of it is you can't take yourself too seriously.
Oh, sure.
Because the moment you do, it's like you're just gonna be disappointed because someone's not gonna take you as seriously.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna mess up and you're gonna be super disappointed for
who knows how long.
No reason. Yeah. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, no reason isn't like, it's okay, try again.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting more.
Yeah, of
and
course.
being like, where I am is not where I want to be, so I'm going to keep pushing forward. But to be like, oh, so disappointing, like, what a failure. You're just like, why would you...
Failure's not a bad thing.
No, it's not, but it's also like...
What do you learn
from
winning? It
seems so finalized. Yeah, nothing. You know, that's why they say, I don't know, whatever you watch, whether it's like sports or, you know, esports or most things that have to do with competitive. Yeah. It's really hard for the person who is number one to stay number one. Mm-hmm. Because if they're number one...
Resting on the laurels?
Well, they're not competing against anyone better than them.
Yeah.
So eventually, everyone playing against them is only getting better.
Yeah.
And they're not.
That's true.
Unless they do some sort of great training. I mean... But it's like that thing where it's like... Well, that's also maybe why you should never really try to compare yourself to other people.
Just compare
because someone's going to be better than you.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
Don't
look on the outside, just compare within.
Yeah.
I mean, even that can be toxic if you let it.
Sure.
But, competing with me.
Yeah.
You know, if I did 5 auditions today, tomorrow I'm going to do 6.
Yeah.
And then
that's
7.
good.
And, if I got 1 gig this week, next week I'm trying to try and get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would...
And I have not been doing that.
Well, that's yeah, man.
Time to change that.
Yeah. I mean, my goal right now is trying to find, like, a theatrical agent, because I would love to go on auditions. Granted, a lot of stuff has slowed down, but...
Sure. Yeah, what do you think about this coronavirus? We'll end on this, by the way. This will be the last segment.
Cool.
That would suck if it turned off. Yay!
Ha-ha!
49 minutes. That's not bad, dude.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Flew by.
It flew by
God,
the seam of our pants.
Boring. Yeah.
Is this almost all right? But yeah, so coronavirus, COVID-19.
Yeah,
it's known.
Yeah.
By the way,
I didn't even know what the fuck it was until
Yeah.
like a week ago.
Also, COVID apparently stands for coronavirus disease.
Sure.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
I thought it was somebody doing 2 videos at once.
It's a COVID.
It's a COVID, bro.
19.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take 19.
See, you gotta be 19 to watch it.
That's right.
See? Totally fucking porn, dude.
Yeah.
Totally a porn rating.
You should upload this on Pornhub.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually... Oh!
That was a little too close for comfort. Sorry about that. That was weird. That's not going to get cut.
Only because of the coronavirus. If we weren't having this...
I should have done it this way.
That's right. You thrust this way, I might get COVID-19. COVID-19 from your penis.
What was that? That was John Lovitz.
Oh my God.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I'm acting.
Yeah. I love John Lovitz.
Okay, so what do you think about?
I think...
You think it's a hype? You think there's a huge issue with it? Do you think it's...
Well, I think the biggest issue with it is the fact that so many people are out of work, and so the economy is like in this static.
It's a flux.
Yeah, I mean, it's
dude. The
it's
transfer
not
of
forever.
wealth is crazy. It's gonna happen. Like just massive shifts in the market.
Yeah, I mean that's why I've actually been looking into like what might be good to invest in right now, because when stuff dips, eventually it's got to go back up. So, but I don't have disposable income, so
yeah.
But I think that it sucks because there's like a lot of people are not working.
Yeah, I got you.
A lot of people. A lot of people aren't working, myself included, which really sucks. Just like the whole social distancing and all that is...
Yeah, we're doing a great job.
We're doing so good.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Right
I'm
now...
kidding. Sorry, that was a joke.
Right now... right now they're saying don't gather with groups of more than 10 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, okay, cool.
That's cool, but is COVID counting?
Maybe. Viruses are smart.
Fuck you, man.
COVID's
God,
like 1,
dude,
2,
you're
3,
so bad.
4.
You're funny. You're just funny, dude.
Hey, man, thank you.
You're welcome.
I like making people laugh. You're funny, too.
I know.
You bring it out of me. You really do.
Yeah.
So I think that the whole thing about self-quarantining is smart. I don't think...
Smart-ish?
Smart-ish. I mean, why risk it, I guess, if...
How can you know what the top leading people in this world are saying is true?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
mean, we don't know.
There's a lot of things where it's like, oh yeah, the CDC says this. And you're kind of just forced to be like,
okay,
I believe
I'm
you
not a
because you're the
scientist.
CDC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which...
I mean, I've seen World War Z. I know how that shit works.
Healthy skepticism is healthy.
Sure.
You know, I think it's fine to be...
Yeah, but what classifies healthy skepticism, dude?
I think healthy skepticism, for me, is not taking things at face value.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we aren't scientists. But if you hear a piece of information, do some personal due diligence, like do some research. Compare.
Yeah, but how do you know that research is? I just like being the devil's advocate.
No, I love it too. I think that you don't know, but I think that if you personally look at enough things, then, you know, going back to like this sort of taking some ownership in things, do enough, and if you feel like, okay, what they say, I think I can feel good about trusting that, then go along with it, and then you know at least you've done your part of like comparing stats.
What's out there?
Yeah.
No, sure.
Because eventually all you can do at the end of the day is make the best choice with the information you're given.
That's right. I mean, you don't know what you don't know.
Which turns out to be a fuck ton.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I
that's
don't
true.
know, which is Cool.
Yeah, you're stupid, dude.
I'm dumb. dumb. But yeah, so I think that there was something this one person told me a long time ago, randomly at a friend's party, and it stuck with me, and it's super interesting because it kind of goes along with this healthy skepticism.
Yeah, for forth.
Is believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
That's right. I heard that on Soul Town yesterday.
What's Soul Town?
Soul Town, XM radio.
Oh, nice. I've never tuned in.
Channel 49, it's perfect.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it's delicious. It's a great channel.
That's great. Well, tell me, so what was the context when you heard that?
It was the commercial.
Oh!
No, it was in between songs, and it was, I think it was this one, I can't remember exactly, but it was this one artist, black guy, because it's soul. Most of the shit on there is
yeah.
That's why I love it, because I'm half black, so it's like
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay in touch with
I mean,
the roots.
I genuinely, I truly believe that. By the way, like I'm half black, half white. Like I love
good
soul. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm partial to the funk. But
yeah, dude, for real. Like
some funk
that's
up
what's
in
up.
that ass.
Oh Jesus, I love black people. Did I ever tell you I wanted to adopt a black kid just so we could pull like racist pranks on people?
No, that's great though. What was that like? I think, has someone done that? I feel like
I don't
someone
know, but I totally would.
did that because it was like this little black kid.
Help me, white man! Help! You know, like
Or like there was one where it's like this
like,
little,
you ain't mine. You know?
This little white kid was like eating. What was it? It was like eating his like ice cream or something.
Careful there with that charade there, buddy.
It was something where the kid was doing something, and the parent, who was white, so black kid, white parent, came up and like was parenting them, was like, stop doing that, and someone was like, hey, you can't tell that little boy what to do, and it's like, yeah, I can, I'm their parent.
That's
and
funny.
people are like, oh wait, I'm racist.
That is so good.
Oh, I'm the racist.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. See, here's the thing, though. Can Stevie Wonder be racist?
That's a good question. I think he probably could, because I think you don't have to be able to see color to be able to be prejudiced.
It's like that Dave Chappelle bit.
Dude, that was great.
That when he's all,
Yeah.
we just told him he was white.
Oh my God.
Oh, I watched that bit the other day. It's so funny. I love racial stuff.
He divorced his wife.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I love talking about race and racial stuff just because it's like, bro, like, let's talk about it. That's how we can solve that problem. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Or I
know we were gonna end on coronavirus, but
just like don't.
I'll tell you, the coronavirus might be racist too. Can race it. Yeah. Okay, we're done. That's it. There's no ending to this show. That's it.
There's no ending.
There's no ending to this show.
We'll have a part 2 soon.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have you on any time, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to be on anytime.
For real.
For realsies.
Done deal.
Well, thanks. I guess we should do elbow rubs.
Yeah.
Right? Coronavirus touch. Touch the tips.
Touch the tips. That's nice. I like the game. That's the fun one.
That's fun.
Cool. That's it. There's really no ending. That's it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
I think I can make this. Yeah.
Nice, dude. You nailed it?
Fucking nailed it, bro.
Off the backboard?
Off the backboard.
Sick.
I know.
I feel like if I try to do that, it would just go, just stick on the wall.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
That's it.
that was fun.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, it was definitely like, oh. I feel like I jump around so much when it comes to like
Same
talking
here.
about stuff that
Yeah,
I'm
but
just like, did
that's
we
sometimes
finish any topic? I'm
I'm
like,
yeah.
did we finish anything?
See, here's the thing. I think that later on, when people start really watching the show and stuff, not to say that they're not. Some people are. There are certain people
Nice.
that I know that are watching,
Nice.
and I appreciate them. I love them. I respect them.
That's great, man.
And I may not know who they are, but I that just yes. The views, like in general, like you do need them.
Yeah.
Like, because I say that it don't matter, but in reality, it's like
Well, that's the part of
that's how I
the
make
business
money.
that I freaking hate.
It's-
Is like the whole like follower culture.
Sure.
Like,
Oh, I'm not following anybody. I'm a fucking leader. So I unfollowed a lot of people.
Good for you. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, the number of followers you have, is like somehow an indication of your value.
Mm-hmm. But in some regard, it's about attention. You know, but attention is the name of the game. I mean, money follows attention.
Yeah, right. Where are the eyes?
That's right.
Who's got eyes on them?
Who's got eyes on?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess, you know, you could buy followers, which is, I think, part of why it's such bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So someone can just buy followers and then all of a sudden, they've got 15,000.
Yeah, but then I don't care about. I care about the engagement. I care about making my content get better.
Oh yeah.
Like if my content sucks and no one's watching it, like, or if they bought a bunch of followers and their content sucks and no one's watching, like,
right?
They just shot themselves in the foot.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
But I mean, that's the thing is, like, to the business aspect, is it really just about the number? Like, if you go to someone,
there's probably some shit we just don't know about.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I like hearing that.
Yeah, we just don't know.
Yeah.
I really need to get a theatrical agent.
Just do it. Just make it happen.
Yeah.
Reach out.
I have a guy. That's right, we're still on. I have a guy who I met on set.
You know what I should do?
I have a buddy. Yeah.
Fuck your story. I should do this at the beginning and be like, all right, that's it, we're done. And then talk for like 45 minutes afterwards so they feel calmer, like just like not a fucking camera.
Oh, I know. I think that's totally like... Because when you feel like you're not doing a show, you're just chilling.
That's anyway, so your buddy on set.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I got a friend who works for an agency. Send me some stuff and pass it along. I was like, cool. So send him some stuff. He's been traveling around, but it's kind of like, hey man, did you talk to your buddy? And so it's kind of like this, you know, twisting arms, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind.
I think you can do that. Just don't ask a lot.
Faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they always say the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yeah, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Fuck
yeah. But also, sometimes the squeaky wheel just gets replaced.
Fuck, dude, that's genius.
So...
you know what? That is... Yeah, that's good.
Thanks,
I was with a gal who was married last year, and one of the things that she was worried about was, you know, not speaking up enough. But I was on the other end of the spectrum where I spoke up too much.
Yeah, man.
So it's just a matter of finding that balance.
It's just it's just a right amount to like be a reminder of like, hey, like, I'm still here. It's like,
but you need to be able to show something with that as well. Not like, I'm still here, give me a call. It's, I'm still here, here's a new piece of content that I've created. Let me know what you think.
Totally.
Or if this is something that you could, you know, if you have a client that is looking for something very similar to this, then, you know, I could do that for them too.
So true.
Not just be like, hey, reaching out, hope you're well, got anything?
Right.
I'm not good at this, and I'm trying to get better. Is I'll try and add like a link of like, say for example, like I just recorded this commercial for a client.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
build your database.
Because, well, here's the thing too.
That's a trick. Build your fucking database.
Yeah, get your portfolio going. People, whether they know it or not, people want to work with people who are busy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if someone seems like they're kind of already doing a lot of stuff, then people are going to want to jump on it.
Fuck yeah.
Because no one likes to have this thought in the back of their mind where this person keeps bugging me to like get together, but I just start to get this feeling that I'm just going to be like carrying them the whole way. You know, if someone's like, hey, let's have a meeting. Hey, let's get together. And eventually you're just kind of like, is this person just waiting to meet with me so that I can carry them? Instead of being like, oh, they actually are doing stuff.
Like
we can work together.
Yes. Proactive.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's always nice to meet people who are doing stuff or want to do stuff because, you know, the more chances to get work begets work.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
So do it, baby.
Quantity begets quality, bro.
That's true.
That's it.
That is true. And I think that's a big That's a big thing that a lot of artists...
What, do more?
Well, no, I think a lot of artists can get caught up in the feeling that they don't want to put anything out unless it's quality.
Yeah.
And it's
Make
like,
sure that
just
the
put shit out.
Put shit out.
Put shit out.
Because it doesn't matter.
If it's not good, then hopefully you'll learn that lesson.
That's right.
Make it better.
That's right.
Make it better or look like an idiot.
Yeah. I've looked like an idiot for years.
Yeah. And but it goes back to my thing too. I do not judge.
That's who I am.
You should not judge yourself. Because you gotta be willing to look like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least take risks. But yeah, because if someone does, not everyone's gonna like what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And you gotta be okay with that. And some people are gonna absolutely hate what you do.
And that's fine too.
It's all...
Fuck them, man. Like...
I don't care. I mean, it's nice to be liked. I want people to appreciate what I do. If 100% of people are like, hey man, do something else,
then
I'd be like,
maybe I should listen.
maybe you're right, yeah. But I think deep down, those people know before they have to be told, this isn't for me, I'm forcing it.
Yeah.
Also, another good book, which I'm sure you've probably read or have up on that shelf somewhere.
Let's see if I can get 3 for 3.
Oh man, I don't see it. Maybe
What's it
it's
called?
hidden. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Deepak Chopra.
No, I have not, but I've heard of it.
It's a good one. I'll let you borrow it sometime.
Please.
It's pretty cool. But
Yeah,
one of their things
you
is
get
like,
one of these early.
Look at that.
I don't know when we're going to shoot it, by the way. I have to raise money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe has it been doing anything? Has it been ticking?
I raised $1,200 so far.
Congrats, dude.
And so
That's good.
We're already in pre-production for Tampon. So next month is when we're shooting Tampon. And so I'm looking for a sound guy, lighting. I already got camera, DP. You good?
Yeah, I just popped my gum and
I
I
saw
got
that.
like this this like air pocket of like menthol right into my eye.
Xylitol.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
I don't
perfect.
know. Yeah. Peppermint.
Yes.
There you go. So anyways,
but yeah, if you need a sound guy, I know some.
I want to oh really?
Yeah.
Good, because I was on set today and I talked to a couple people.
Nice. Yeah, I know a good sound guy. He's just gonna want to know rates and all that stuff. But
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I don't have a lot of money to pay people.
No, that's fair enough.
I'm not taking a cut on this. Devin's not taking a cut on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying. Well, I'm not going to say how much I'm paying, but
good.
You know, if it doesn't work in my budget, then it doesn't work.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm reaching out to tampon companies trying to get a sponsorship, like $5,000 for product placement in my short film, because I'm not going to. I don't want to use.
That's smart.
Yeah, because it's like, if I'm going to do this, it's great business.
Yeah.
If I'm going to shoot this short, and you want some if you want some advertising in there, and also be a sponsor at the event in September, and have your logo in the short film, and like all this other shit, reach out to me. That's worth $5,000 to somebody. I fucking know it is.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, man. There's people who would pay that much to have someone keep up with their freaking Instagram. So to have like a product placed in like a film that's going to be posted around, like, yeah, it's like
short films.
It's kind of cheap advertising.
That's pretty, yeah. And here's the thing: it doesn't have to be $5,000. It'll be like that's how much that they want it to be in the short film.
Like, yeah, I mean that could be kind of interesting. If
got to try and get in front of more people.
That's true. That
That's
could be
the
kind of
business
interesting
side.
if you say like, here's, pay us this much, and we'll like say the name of your product, and we'll actually like give it a little bit like, it's the best thing I've ever used, or like X amount if you just want it to be shown.
Right.
That's
a good point. Because here's the thing:
how much do you want the product to be placed? Like, okay,
well, there's only
Wayne's World 2.
2 shots. There's only 2 shots.
Okay.
What in Wayne's World 2?
Wayne's World 2. It's so good.
I saw the first one.
First one's legendary. The second one's great because now Wayne's World has been picked up by this TV studio network.
Okay.
And so they're all talking about how they're just like, yeah, it's so sad when people like sell out. And and then like, so Garth is like, he's like, man, yeah, it's just so sad when people like sell out, and he's head to toe in Reebok. and then Wayne's like, God, man, all this talk is giving me a headache. And Garth's like, here, take 2 of these. And it's like some like Tylenol commercial. And it just shows them going through all these slogans and products. And just
so obviously
doing,
it's like that's where they make. Is that? I wonder if that's
no, but I mean it's in the actual movie, but they haven't. It's not in one of the Wayne's World episodes, but it's just a funny thing of like blatant product placement.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm just trying to think if they actually like had people pay them to.
That's
do
a good question.
To do that
They probably did
in the film.
They probably did.
Because it'd be funny. Like if they're gonna write a sketch about it, they're gonna reach out to all those companies.
Yeah.
And some companies will want to because they got followers.
Oh hell yeah.
For Wayne's World.
I mean.
So how do you
Not
gauge
gonna
that
lie,
cost?
after watching that little bit, they had a little thing for Pizza Hut, and it makes me think of Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
got some Pizza Hut the
what
other
do
day.
you call it? Subliminal messaging or whatever.
Subliminal, yeah.
Subconscious, subliminal messaging, something like that.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't so subliminal. It was pretty up in your face,
blatant.
Yeah. But
I understand the concept.
yeah, no, it was really funny though because it was like product placement that was just like so straight up like product placement, but it was hilarious, so it worked, and it was.
That's funny.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing too is like it makes
Hey!
me wonder if like product placement. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder.
Yeah. But that, see, look at we get
Yeah.
marked up, and that's
Good,
the name
man.
of the show. You know, by Good Morning Productions. Like you have to do that, or else nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you gotta mark it up. You gotta
That's
mark
it.
shit up.
That's
Alright.
it, buddy. I
like
got
that.
you.
I like those tricep rubs.
Of course.
But the thing that's funny though is like you have to be careful with which products you deal with because if you do put something in your thing without asking, instead of being like, oh,
No,
thanks
I'm
for
gonna
the
have
free
people
product
pay.
placement, right?
Right.
But I'm saying instead of like the free product placement, they might be like, we're gonna sue you for using our brand,
Right.
and then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. But and I would never. That's the thing. Like you can put me in anything,
Right.
but you have to come to me first
Right. Yeah.
for an offer.
Right. Yeah.
And if I say no, then you can't use it.
Right.
But if I say yes, you're gonna pay me.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's really the only way to go.
That's it.
Um,
So it's their discrepancy. So come to them first.
yeah.
Make a deal.
That's one thing that actually I was having this discussion with a couple of guys at a table read like a few months ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were both in the business, in production, and one guy was like, "Oh man,
You're
yeah, I
FIFO,
was
right?
gonna do
Yeah.
One guy was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna do this project," and they kind of were like, "Oh, we can only pay you this much," and he was like, "Okay, because I need the work, whatever." And the other guy was like, "No, man, like you gotta say, fuck you, pay me.
You have to know your
Like,
worth.
I'm doing this, pay me."
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because some people, in this case, one of the guys was sort of like, okay, well, I'm going to go with the flow, whatever. I'm not going to, like, be too squeaky of a wheel, so to speak.
Sure.
Which is fine.
To a
I mean,
point.
he got a gig and he was seen as a guy who was easy to work with, but maybe there's a point where you become seen as like, oh, you can lowball this guy and he'll take it.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't want to be that guy.
That's right.
Because like you said, you got to know your worth.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's like a balance of that and also the other guy who's like, fuck you, pay me. Which, yeah, it's like you want to come off as like, I know what I'm worth. If you want me to do
There's
this...
a better way to say it.
Yeah, I
How's
think
that?
that's kind of like the mantra. Like
Right.
the internal mantra.
But basically, it's fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
Because I
So it's
know
like,
the
hey,
work.
can you do this? And we can, we'll pay you, as soon as the project's wrapped. And it's like, no, you want me to do this, you pay me now.
Right. I mean, it's like express shipping with Amazon. You got to pay me before you get the product.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, or pay me half now and half later. Like, you got to give me something because I'm not just going to be doing this.
Yeah. Either that or guarantee of 5 more gigs or something like that. Or
Yeah.
Or
Or need a contract. Yeah.
yeah. Or send me a list of all your contacts so that I can work with them as well. Or
That's a good one.
Well,
That's a really good one.
Well,
Some
access to your network.
Some people might just want to pay you and not give you the info.
Yeah,
Which is kind of funny. Some people are super, like, anal about
Sure.
their contacts. Which I think, I don't know if people should just, like, jump right out and be like, here's all the people that I work with, but also be willing to, like, share. Like, because I think,
I feel that I could I could show all the people that I worked with before. I mean, I don't even know all the people that I've worked with. Like,
Right.
You know.
But I'm just saying, like, holding your like network too close to the vest just prevents you from like growing your network.
Maybe.
Right.
All about creating those connections and relationships, and establishing new contacts.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah, man.
How can I help you?
Yeah, dude. Like, I know some
what can I help
guys, man.
How can I help you? No, I'm genuinely serious, by the way, this time. Like, I meant before as in, like, that was a good question to ask.
Yeah.
Instead of people saying, what can you do for me? It's, how can I help you?
Yeah, dude.
So, Paul, what can I do for you? How can I help you?
Dude, just keep sending me some stuff that you're working on that you think I might be right for.
Well,
I would love to read what you write, and I would love to be in whatever's appropriate.
All right.
Like, if I can serve a piece that you're, help it come alive on screen, dude, I would love to do it.
Your facial expressions, as soon as I met you, I was like, I think this dude would be good for the Gardener.
Thanks.
I really did. I was like, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. I wanted to play the photographer.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
Yeah, I did, but then I was kind of like...
Did you kind of like want to just stick with...
I think it would be probably just too much. I mean, because it's mainly... it's just... It's like over-the-top expressions. So it's, it'll be fun.
It will be fun.
It'll be fun. And I've already cast the model as well.
Awesome.
She was on here on the show.
Cool.
Actually, I think it's the most watched episode, too.
Well,
so
is she an attractive young lady?
She is very attractive, actually.
She probably has something to do with it.
Yeah. Right. See, that's another thing. Like, if you're pretty, you're going to get views.
Yeah. So
although
guys like us need to figure
there's
out
some pretty
ways.
people out there. Listen, pretty people.
Yeah.
You got a fucking shit-ass personality, and you ain't worth dick.
Some people, for sure.
Trust me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to...
I'm not saying you're worthless. I'm just saying that I would never date you. Because you're not my personality. You're not my type. You're not...
Oh, no,
You're way too egocentric. Like, fuck off. I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Sometimes
need, I don't
like
need that
make me
negative
laugh.
energy. Get out of here.
People kind of make me laugh like that sometimes.
Ah!
Because it's just too... Like, man, wow. When your world is literally...
About you?
Yeah, it's like...
It's like, I get it.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like,
That means you're
okay.
small.
Yeah, it's tiny. When
Yeah.
your world is only, what you see in the mirror, it's like...
I'll tell you though, mirror practice is very good.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Make funny faces. Dude, one time...
So charismatic, dude.
One
Really
time
boost your confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
What time you what?
One time I was, like, doing faces in the mirror. And it was, like, really late at night, and I was super exhausted.
Yeah.
I was just doing faces in the mirror. And then I just did, like, this one face, and I actually, like, creeped myself out a little bit.
I love that.
And I was just like, I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did I just get possessed by a demon for a hot second?
You saw yourself. And it wasn't
I
like
saw
the weirdest
a
thing,
part
but
of myself, yeah.
Yes. There's a certain moment in time. If you practice that enough, you'll start to see it more, to where you actually, to where it's not a hallucination. It's okay. And I'll be real with you on this one. Here's how I did it, and it scared the shit out of me. It really. I mean, I like perform my own exorcism and everything.
Wow.
And I'll teach you. Get yourself on camera. Start talking. Start doing a couple of things, and then watch it back and try and mimic the exact same thing. And if you get it, and if you do it enough, and if you practice it enough, and if you do the exact same thing, you will freak yourself out, and you will see yourself. You will see yourself, and you'll freak out. But not like a crazy, like death defying. But it's scary because you see you.
Yeah.
That vulnerable you in that moment.
Yeah. No, I mean, I dig that part. I legitimately was making faces in the mirror, and I made this one face that kind of, like, reminded me of that face at the end of Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
It was like this demon face.
Yeah.
Yeah! Oh!
Yeah.
Dude, that was good, dude. Creeped me out. But
That's
yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh, those movies are so good, but scared the shit out of me. I love being scared, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck.
It's primal. Yeah. It's like, fuck, I hate it, but it's so good.
But yeah, because so when I went to go see that was when I was in Chicago at school, and so I went to go see it with like these girls who lived in the dorm like a few floors above me, So we all went to go see it, and we were like,
Is this part 2?
maybe.
Anyways, go on.
But no, so we went to go see Paranormal Activity, and we ended up going to see like 2 or 3 of them all together. And so we saw the movie, and then we'd be so freaking scared afterward that we would just have like a sleepover, and we'd all just like.
Will you come with me?
No, but there was one time where we all just slept on the floor because we were like, we can't sleep in any sort of like bed that's elevated with like, you know, you never know if something's gonna grab your leg.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you feel it up here.
So creepy. Yeah, dude.
It just gets everything just gets turned on. Yep.
Yeah.
That primal instinct.
Ugh. Oh man, yeah. It's so good, so creepy.
That's funny.
I love that stuff.
All right, I think we're done.
Cool.
All right, I'll turn it off now. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I'm not gonna edit any of this. Dude, I seriously
give them the full frontal.
That's it. When people like, if they actually watch the full episode, they get like there's like a full on like there's a lot of vulnerability that happens.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And anyways, it's a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. This is Paul.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.